All right, guys. Good morning. Not, I mean, maybe morning when you watch this. It might be morning. I don't know. But what's up? Today's day 195 of grinding until I become a millionaire. These are my daily check-in videos where I talk about what I'm doing to get rich. Essentially, boiled down, that's what it is. Yeah, 195. Yesterday was 194, and I filmed it before I went out. I went out for a little bit, hung out with somebody, and uneventful. Not worth my time, but live and learn. Okay, yeah, so 195. I feel like today was solid. Today was pretty solid. I got a lot done, it felt like, and usually it doesn't feel that way. Like I got to start paying attention, I think, like to my phone. I've noticed a lot of times during the week, I get a lot of calls and I answer them and then I talk and then I don't get anything done. So I got to do two things, okay? Well, let's these are daily check-in videos. There's 100 and I don't know, probably about 100 of them on there. I started at one, but they were like daily short form videos, and then I started doing these a few months in. And anyway, there's a lot of these, and the idea is that you can go back and see how bad I was doing to how good I'm doing, and there's a drastic difference over the last few months. Hopefully, a year from now, right now it'll look stupid, compared to a year now. So, or a year from now. So anyway, currently, we'll go over that and then I'll get into my tangent. Currently, I do a couple of things. I have a website. I do YouTube, and affiliate marketing essentially, and I make about 1,500 a month from that. It's passive income. Really cool. It took me a very long time to build up the passive income, but we got there, and yeah, no, it's pretty much 1,000 to 2,000. So we're gonna say 1,500. I work at Olive Garden part time, very part time. I'm down to just one shift a week, and I make about $500 a month from that. It is not passive, so it gets an X next to it. Somebody asked, "Hey, why do you still work there? Like, I feel like your time would be much better spent." Because I also do social media for local businesses, and right now I'm at about 8,000 a month from that. It's semi-passive. Reoccurring income. I do have to go do the work, but it's minimal. I'm building out systems to mitigate that. But what I'd like to do is get this to 20,000, like 5 clients paying $4,000 would be really cool, because then I only have to worry about 5 people and I'm making 20 grand. I would be doing all right at that. Now, don't know where to find these guys, but they're there and they have big businesses, and I could provide a lot of value for them and save them a lot of time. So I want to find this group and get that to there. But for now, we don't have any of that, so we just won't even worry about it. That is on the long-term bucket list. But anyway, somebody asked, why do you still work here if you're making this much money, right? Like, that's pretty good. Well, I probably only keep about 6,000 of this after I pay for my editor, my VA, and my software services, all the other shit. Probably about that much from the 800, maybe even less, because some clients my margins aren't as good on because they started with me early on when it was cheaper, and now I just kept them there. I didn't ask anyone to move up on price yet, but maybe I will when I really get going at the 3 or 4,000 a month. But essentially, if I lose, let's say, a couple clients, they're all kind of on different prices, but let's say I lose them, now I'm only making 5,000 and only keeping 3,000. Well, I don't know, my editing cost would go down significantly, but let's just, for the sake of video, say, oh no, I lost some clients, now I make 5,000, now I'm actually only making 3,000, so there goes 5 grand away from that pretty quickly, and that is no good. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to come over here and I'd say, please help me, I need lots of money, and get this to like 2,000. It's not hard, like I pick up, maybe I double on the weekends instead and make about $400 a shift, so 1,600 a month, just doubling on the weekends. So anyway, I want to keep this open just in case. Like I want to sustain this. This is the first month. I mean, I'm on track to do this month. Last month was about the same. I'm on track. So, if I get a couple more clients at a higher price point, then I'll be like, whatever. Like the chances of me losing all of them is very low, and I wouldn't worry about that. But I do want to keep this in my back pocket just in case I lose all my clients or some of my clients, and I really need to make money. I just pick up some shifts and make it here. So I am keeping that in my back pocket. I told myself I'd quit when I was at like 3,000 a month. I said, if I get one more client, I'm out of here. And I've gotten a lot more since then, but I'm staying now. This is probably the most responsible thing I've ever done. Usually I'm like, fuck yeah, I don't need a job, and then I leave, and then I just I was like, whoops, that was a terrible decision. I'm broke. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't make those poor choices. With this, keep the job, and honestly, I really love the people that I work with. Like, it's nice just to only have to see them once a week and be like, oh my god, I miss you guys, what's going on? Like, those are kind of my only friends that, and they're, I don't know, they're all nice, they're good people, they're not super driven and business minded, but that's okay. I work there, it's nothing against them. That's where I work, so whatever. But anyway, that's where I'm at currently. So the tangent I was going to go on, couldn't tell you. But I spent a lot of time today setting up interviews, pretty much. And this is going to be interesting. So tomorrow I set up a Calendly link so people can schedule, and I messaged all the people that commented on my post last night, yesterday. I messaged them all back, and let's see where we're at. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spread out on Monday. 7 different interviews with 7 people, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Tuesday. So about 13 people I'm going to sit down with, and I don't know what kind of format I want. Like, I just need somebody organized who's going to fucking show up and do the things that I need done. That's literally it. It's not hard. I'm not asking for a lot. It's not hard. But I'm thinking the way that I want to do it is like them interview me. So like, hey, what questions do you have for me that you need to know to feel confident that you're going to actually enjoy this position? Because I had a few people comment. They're like, I love organizing stuff, and I love like cleaning and just making sure everything's in order. I know it sounds crazy, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds crazy. But I think there are some people like that, or they're just saying it to get a job. I don't know. But I'm thinking, like, I'll just pay them $20 an hour, up to 10 hours a week, probably. That's not bad. To just tidy everything. I will never have to put chicken in the crock pot again. I will never have to go to the grocery store. That'll just... Oh, big sigh of relief. It's not even that much, but you think about it. If I could work an extra 40 hours a week or 40 hours a month, I'd get a lot more done. That could potentially land me a 3,000 a month client, and then boom, it already pays for itself, right? So it's just like common sense to me doing that shit. Outsource very easily. So anyway, have a lot of conversations with people tomorrow, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Is like, hey, look, I want you to want to be able to, like, to want to come to work, and I want you to be excited, because the way that I lead, so to speak, is like, I'm a control freak, but I understand that that's not efficient. Like with my VA, I'm like, hey, here's the goal, right? Here's how I would do it, but do it the best way you think's possible. Do it however, and then we'll come back. It's like, and then we work on it together, and that's kind of what I want with this position is like, hey, this is my system for getting these things done. If you have a better system, go crazy, make it work, make it better, and just get the shit done that I need done. So I feel like if they ask me questions about, oh well, like, what is it like? What does the system look like? Where are we at currently? Like, I can get a better gauge of where their thinking abilities are based off of what they ask me. Instead of me just going through and being like, yeah, so here's what you're gonna do. Here, does that sound good? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, because there's 13 people, I gotta really narrow it down, and I can only pick one. Damn, this is crazy. I feel like that's a lot, you know. So anyway, got that going on, but God damn it, I remembered it again. What I was gonna say, and then I forgot again. But I don't know. It'll probably pop up. We my VA and I, we changed some things, and I'm going back and forth on it now. But what I was having him do is like, I'll post Facebook post. Oops, wrong marker. God damn it. I'll, I hate my life. Okay, is I'll post Facebook post like this, Facebook post, and I will ask a question, and then we will get a lot of comments. Okay, lots of comments. And then VA will come in here and reply to all of the comments as my business page and say, hey, I sent you a message. Then he'll go over here and he will send a message. Wow, love what you do. And then they'll say, thanks. And then he'll ask them permission to offer them whatever we're offering or market to them. Can I feature you on our podcast? Can I list your business for free? And then they say yes. And then we send the thing we need them to do. Okay. And this system works out pretty good. And we just had to tweak it yesterday, because I was driving to a meeting. Was it yesterday? It might have been 2 days ago. I was driving to a meeting, and I noticed he went like this. He skipped all this, okay, pretend this didn't happen. And then he just said, fill out form. Guess what? Would you believe they did not fill out the form? And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, hey, you can't do that. It's like just going up to a girl first try and being like, hey, you want to fuck? You can't do that, man. You can't do that. You got to nurture them through the process. So I was like, hey, if they say interested, let's send them a message about this, right? And so we had to walk through it, because it was my bad for sure. I should have told him kind of this framework and was like, hey, if they say this, move it along this way. Because he's really smart. Like, my VA is a G. I love him. He's great. He's super smart, talented. And so what I learned from that is, like, I have to have, what is it, SOPs? Is that what they call it? So I need to, like, and I don't know why I didn't, because I was trying to let solutions come on their own. But fair enough. It didn't work. And then today he started using the new system, and we've gotten like almost 20 form fill outs. 20 different people filled out our form, but they're also not the highest value people. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board and see what the goal is with the call to actions and like the stuff that I want them to fill out, because I want to make sure that it's like, if I'm asking too much for the people who would potentially be my clients, maybe there's a workaround where my VA says, oh, sent you a message. He says, wow, this is amazing. Look at this thing I did for you. And then we already provide value, but we don't need anything from them. And I think that'll be the next step, is I'm going to play with a few things like that and just pick his brain and see what he can come up with. But yeah, so those are the two things that I'm juggling. I've got a couple clients who paid me like a week ago that still haven't booked their filming session, so we need to get that booked so I can go film with them and get their content going. We have both my editors are awesome. I appreciate them. My thumbnail guy, I don't know what the hell's going on. We had a conversation, and I was like, hey, I need thumbnails, right? I was like, please, thumbnails, thumb. And then he said, yes, Bob. He can do my thumbnails. And I was like, great, because I don't have anybody to do thumbnails. And this guy used to do my thumbnails, so I wanted to work with him. And I was like, how much for 30 to 40 thumbnails? I was like, I just want to pay monthly. Like, please just let me pay monthly, and you got to do this amount. And then I said, actually, let's do 50 just in case. I might be pumping out some other things. Like, just in case, let's do 50. He set a price that was very fair. And so now I should be able to request up to 50 videos or 50 thumbnails per month. And we are a few days behind now. And I don't know what I need to do differently to make it not behind, but it kind of stresses me out because like I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna need a thumbnail for this video, and the video before, and the video before, and the video before, and these are just like everyday reoccurring. And this was one of the hesitations I had about looking for help with this channel, is that it doesn't make any money and it's frequent, man. Like if I had everyone edit the videos before I put them up, then it's like a week between uploads. And I mean, maybe that could work, is just like posting the videos and or oh, fuck, what am I even talking about? Dude, I do this. Wow, that was crazy. I do this. I used to do this with my ex all the time. Is like I'll lay in bed and she'll be trying to talk to me, and I will just like start talking back about fucking nothing. Nothing. I'll just start talking about whatever's going on in my head, and then like I'll wake up and snap out of it. She'll just be cracking up because it's like she'll ask me. I think it's usually she'll ask me a question, so I like try to reply, and I try to reply, and I'm like just trying to be a part of the conversation, but I'm literally half asleep or full asleep, and I just like I'm like and that's what I just did there. Like I was dozing off for sure. It's only 1 o'clock, and I got like 6-7 hours of sleep last night for the first time in forever. So anyway, I was gonna go to the gym after this, but I think I'm gonna go to sleep and sleep a little bit more because I have a lot of meetings tomorrow. But okay, this is what I was gonna say when I started. Is what I used to do. Do one more. The whiteboard. Do you guys like the whiteboard or no? I just think like while I talk and I can draw, it just makes it so much easier, and it's easier to follow, and it's a good skill for me to have. What I used to do is like, here's bedtime, and while I was working on stuff, I would work here. Okay, work, and then right here before bedtime, I had a list of things to do. And it was do my dishes, put shit away, tidy up the room, put away laundry. And then this one was plan my day, plan the day for tomorrow. And I would open up my calendar and I would look at what I had on the to-do list or what I had on my calendar. And then I would pull up my to-do list and I would say, okay, I need this done, I need this done, and this done, right? And I put them on my calendar in the actual like time slots. I'm like, okay, well, I have a spot here between 10 and 2. I'm gonna try and get this phone call done. I'm gonna try and get this video started, and then I'm gonna reach out real quick to a client, and then boom. Okay, and it's like, oh, and I also have some time here this evening. Let's schedule that. Let's put that one on there. Okay, and by doing this, I knew in the morning I could wake up and I'm like, fuck, okay, I gotta get this done, and then I have all these things going on, and then I gotta get this done. And it's really easy because then I go to sleep, right? Sleep. And by doing this right before bed, it kind of gave me the ability to think about the tasks that I needed done in my sleep. And then when I had to actually do them, I did a lot better because I'd already been thinking about them and I knew what to expect. So I need to get better at this. I've quit doing it. I've moved CRMs. Like I went to HubSpot and I was like, nah, fuck HubSpot. I'm going back to High Level. And then like I went from things to reminders. And I love things so much. It's what I normally use. Then I went to reminders and I started a few things, and I'm like, no, I don't like reminders. I'm going back to things. And I do that a lot, bounce back and forth and change things around. And so once I get something set, like now I'm back to using things, but maybe I want to put everything in Asana because now I'm using Asana to assign projects and just assign stuff with my team. So everything should be in there, and then I just pull from Asana to my schedule. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. Hopefully, I figure it out soon because I just always feel like have no freaking idea what I'm doing. But I rest my case. So we got a nice another 20-minute video out of this. And I don't have anything else to talk about other than tomorrow's day 196. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for that. And I'm going to go get some sleep, man. I'm going to skip the gym today and get some sleep. Yeah, wish me luck tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff going on. And then a networking meeting on Tuesday. This will be a big one. It looks like there's a lot of people going. And then a fancy dinner on Wednesday that I'm excited about, like a networking type deal. And I don't know. Dude, I got so much going on. I got to start getting more people in the pipeline. The people I just closed were people, it's not that hard actually. Just make a Facebook post, reply to all the comments. Now I have my VA to do it. It won't be that hard. It's like, that's kind of how I've been filling the pipeline. But a lot of the people, in my opinion, who are on Facebook and Facebook groups promoting their business, they're not my ideal clients. But then again, I guess I met a few of my ideal clients and I need to follow up with them. So I don't know, guys, but we'll see you guys tomorrow for day 196. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what I should do to be better. I'm always looking for constructive feedback. You don't get it very often on YouTube, but somebody gave me some yesterday and I liked it. So, all right, guys, bye.